Come on, you sinners. Come on, you sinners. Come on, you sinners. Come be saved.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Middle Class Film Class Movie Review Edition. I'm your host for today, Joseph.
I'm Peter.
And I'm Tyler.
And this week, for Pre-Code November, we're watching my pick, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Gentlemen, as men of science, we should be curious and bold enough to peer beyond it into the many wonders it conceals. I shall not dwell today on the secrets of the human body, in sickness and in health. Today I want to talk to you of a greater marvel, the soul of man.
The soul. It's the soul, see?
My analysis of this soul, the human psyche, leads me to believe that man is not truly one, but truly two. These two carry on an eternal struggle in the nature of man. Yet they are chained together. And that chain spells repression to the evil, remorse to the good.
Water? Disgusting. You're mad. Come back soon, won't you? Come back. Come back.
Yes, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde from 1931, directed by Rouben Mamoulian. I like that name. It rhymes. Unless I'm pronouncing it wrong. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Dr. Jekyll faces horrible consequences when he lets his dark side run wild with a potion that transforms him into the animalistic Mr. Hyde. This was first time watch for me, I believe for all of us.
Yep. 3 out of the 4 of us.
Yes.
4, you say?
There is a fourth person here.
Yes, that's right.
And I was aware of the concept of Jekyll and Hyde. I had a loose idea from like old cartoons and stuff of what was going on with Jekyll and Hyde, but not necessarily what his deal was or what their deal was. So this was a perfect, I think, lineup for Pre-Code November 1931, right in the beginning of their whole
the
rush to get their sins out. Anything, I don't know.
And to give us a little bit of insight, because we here on Middle Class Film Class, we acknowledge our shortcomings, and we know that we're not the teachers of the class, we're the students as well, sitting in the back. Tyler's picking his nose. I'm making paper airplanes, and Joseph's studiously paying attention to the teacher. But we don't know shit about pre-code movies.
Not really.
Not really. So last week we got some little exposure from my dear Aunt Linda, the absolute. She's my hookup, my plug for classic movies, and she gave us some interesting information about the pre-code era. And today we have another guest. Joseph, can you throw to our Zoom call? We have film historian, film critic, and I'd say pseudo Twitter celebrity Molly Raspberry. Hi, Molly.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so you're hailing in from North Carolina, and I can see behind you have Lady Eve, and what's the other one? I can't see. Ball of Fire?
Oh, Ball of Fire, yep.
Yeah, got the classic film posters on the wall, and you have in your Twitter bio, people should go check out your Twitter and your film Blue Sky and your Instagram and all that stuff. I have everything in the notes so everybody can follow you. But you're what I call a value added follow on Twitter.
Oh, thanks.
Your posts actually have meaning instead of just rage baiting people into, interaction or whatever.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're the person we're talking to about pre-code movies.
Okay, then. So I am one of the few people that not only got a bachelor's degree in film, but also got a master's in it. Thank goodness I went to a program where they paid you to go. So if you're going for an art program like that, go to a place that will pay you to go. That is the best thing
How
you
do you
could do for
swing that?
yourself.
That's
And
crazy. I've never heard of that before.
yeah. Yeah, fellowships, like master's degrees, they have fellowships and scholarships. I was a TA, graduate assistant. So yeah, film festival programmer was another job I had over there that I did. And
Cool.
each semester I was paid like every 2 weeks, and my fees were basically almost waived. Like almost everything was waived,
That's
except for
awesome.
just so that was really nice.
There is still
I had to
some
go up
good
to
in the
Ohio
world.
though, but it was cold, but it was very nice and one of the most edifying experiences of my life, honestly. And getting to talk about film all the time was great.
That's
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like a dream. Be paid to learn about film and watch film.
Yes, exactly. And to argue about film, just like that was fun. That was fun with that. And
Is that
So-
now is
so,
that
yeah.
is that era like the 30s or maybe like the golden era of Hollywood? Was that something that you gravitated towards because of this, or were you have an affliction or affinity for the classic before that?
I think I already did because I was already writing about film noir in my bachelor's. I was writing a bunch of that. And then I started looking at more in the presentation of women in film. And I stumbled upon Pre-Code. Pre-Code were looking at how women were presented on film. And because I remember this quote, I think it was no, it was Shirley MacLaine, I believe, and one time she said, well, the code actually kept women out of the bedroom because then we had to do things. We actually had to go out and play characters, not just sex objects in that regard. And I was like, is that true with the pre-code? It's just with the post-code era and we're now getting back into it with Twitter with people saying with Honora and Poor Things like, we need the Hays Code back. And I'm
Oh my
just like,
God.
and I researched the Hays Code and I was like, no, you do not want the Hays Code back. But I can explain how it came to be, how it was implemented, the sort of rules and guidelines you had to follow. I'll also bring up how Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde also shows how it's a pre-code film as well.
Yeah, last week, basically, what was the summarity of it was, after the silent films became talkies in 27-ish, 1930 kind of brought on the idea that the Hays Code was coming, and they didn't know how long it was going to be till it was enacted. So the studios were more or less rushing to squeeze in as much sin as possible on camera. So we have like 1930 to 1934 was this like wild time of Hollywood, the pre-code era, and I thought I picked this topic. We do once a month, we do a topic, and we'll all pick a different movie from it. And I thought it was anything pre-34. I had no idea it was like this ultra condensed 4-year window where it was like the Wild West.
There's a book right here that I've read parts of. I haven't finished it. Pre-Code Hollywood: Sex, Immorality, and Insurrection in American Cinema, 1930 to 1934, by Professor Thomas Doherty. And this is like a Bible for the history of the pre-code era. But when I saw, I'm like 1930 to 34, just that 4 short years.
Yeah.
Just right that they just were. It was like assembly line almost of making films, just like, and I like to I try to promote Hays Code films because they were so quick to make. A lot of them don't even get up to an hour and 30 minutes. It's very rare for them to be long films. So it's like, if you have a lunch break, something like that, and you got like an hour to kill, watch a pre-code film. You can, and it's very,
It's funny too, because when you watch, if you look at if you go on IMDb and you look at some of the actresses or actors that are playing in these movies, I watched Night Nurse at your recommendation.
Yes.
For this week, and talked about that on the first episode. And one of those actresses in there, I'm like, she looks really familiar. Was she in Scarface? We just covered Scarface. She wasn't, but there was from 1930, 1934, she made like 50 movies. It was
Yes.
crazy. They're making 8 to 15 movies a year for some of these actors.
Yeah. Was it Joan Blondell?
It was
Because
Joan
Joan
Blondell.
Blondell was in so many of these films. Yes. And of course, many of the people who haven't watched classic cinema, I'm sure you've watched Grease, though.
Yes.
She is the waitress in Grease. And
Oh,
you could see
really?
her. And if some people watched opening night, there was a screening of opening night, I believe in New York, maybe recently. She also had a major supporting role in that film.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So last week we covered Scarface. I was solo. The Tyler and Joseph both had prior obligations, but so we haven't really talked about it yet. But that was a violent movie that did show some promiscuity from his from Cheska and definitely some open relationship sort of stuff. And I can do what I want. I'm 18 years old, which you don't really expect from 1932. In Jekyll and Hyde,
And the incest angle too, as well, for Scarface.
Yeah.
Just like it is really there. It's even more than in the Brian De Palma film. And I was watching, I'm like, oh my goodness! Like it's even more explicit in this version that he wants to sleep with his sister. And you're like, oh,
It's like
this
a
would not
gladiator
have
situation.
this would not have been approved by Joseph Breen and Will Hayes. This, no. Mm-mm.
no. So can you give us a little bit of your take on how Jekyll and Hyde fits into the pre-code era?
Well, you do have the nudity aspect. Miriam Hopkins was really famous during the pre-code era because you saw her in the story of Temple Drake, which did have a sexual assault scene, and you could not have that during the code era.
Yeah.
But also she played these characters that would be considered very immoral, like Designed for Living, which was one of the films that really pushed the Hays Code to be put in place. She ends up in a threesome with Gary Cooper and Frederick March, who is in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Hyde. And in this one, she's also she's presented. We see her thigh with the garter belt.
Yeah.
And of course, you see her bare back when she's in bed. And the only thing covering her is
The blanket.
the bed right there, just like the suggestiveness that there has been sex or that there could be sex in play would not have flown. And it's salacious even still today.
Well, just the tops that she's wearing too, very low plunging, a lot of cleavage,
Yes.
form fitting. I was watching it with the love of my life, Brianna, and she's watching it and she goes, "Ooh, that top's really cute. I could wear that top." And then the next scene, "Ooh, I like that top too."
Yes.
So, fellas, what do you just give your kind of? I know we haven't gotten into the actual review sort of thing, but did these movies between Scarface and Jekyll and Hyde, did they seem like more lewd or more pushing the envelope than you would expect for 1930?
Absolutely.
I guess so. Thinking about it, I was like watching it, and obviously I've only seen mostly modern movies is what I've seen the most.
Yeah.
And so like going back and watching a movie from 1931, forgetting that like I'm watching it, if I think about it, watching it from the person from 1931,
Yeah.
I would be like, whoa, this is risque.
It was literally almost 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know, it's crazy. Yeah. It was definitely like, I was like, oh, eye-opening.
I kind of want to, after we finish this series, I kind of want to watch some stuff from like 1935 and just see the contrast.
The trash that came out in 35.
Yeah.
Post-code movies.
Just bonnets and corsets, I guess.
Yeah, every time I go into watching an older movie, such as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Jekyll.
Yeah,
Jekyll. I didn't want to point that out until later, but yeah.
I'm all for preferred names and all that, but I'm not calling him Jekyll. I can't do it.
It's not. Yeah, it's weird.
But anyways, like, so every time I go into a movie that's like in a time era where I was not alive, I always like you said, Joseph, I get into the mindset of a person who is watching that movie for the first time. And so with like Scarface, I was thinking to myself, this would be like the equivalent of like of like your mom saying like, oh, you can't watch that movie, it's too violent, or something like that. And I mean, by comparison, the Scarface, it's even by today's standards, it would be like, whoa.
He threw a corpse out of a moving car.
Yeah. So
It kind of reminds me of like the reactions to this Psycho.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
People's reactions, like toilet flushing.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
In my cinema.
Yeah. That movie, Scarface, I was listening to it with headphones. I was like, why are the bullets so loud? Why is this going on? And I did research. They were shooting real machine guns on
Oh,
set.
really?
That was real. It actually, Harold Lloyd's brother, he and Harold Lloyd came to visit the set. Harold Lloyd is the famous silent star comedian for people who are not in the know. He's the one that wore the glasses and the straw hat. But anyway, his brother actually came with them on the set, and they were shooting a shootout scene, and a piece of shrapnel got into his brother's eye.
Oh my God.
His brother lost his eye on
Holy
that film
shit.
set.
Oh my god.
On Scarface?
Yeah. Yeah, Scarface. Yep, 1932, Howard Hawks, Scarface.
They're actually
So-
shooting guns.
He became a Scarface himself.
I'm pretty sure he was like, oh, it's okay, because Harold Lloyd, he also lost a couple fingers during a stunt in his early career. He would wear fake fingers in Harold Lloyd, so you'd see it was like he covered it with gloves. So I'm sure his brother was like, that's just what happens in movies. You get disfigured, or disabled.
Oh my god.
Love that band, Fake Fingers. So give us a little bit from your perspective as like a historian, film historian, about how the Hays Code shaped like today. Like, what's the influence that we're seeing today from back then, 100 years ago?
Well, I think a part of it, it's a historical perspective because the Hays Code came about not just from the immorality seen on screen. It was because of the immorality of Hollywood itself, and also because of the collective feelings of the nation. I mean, it's the Great Depression, the Jazz Age is gone, and a bunch of these scandals rocked it. It wasn't just what was going on screen, it was what's going on off screen that really affected it. And
really?
A bunch like the murder of William Desmond Taylor on Charlie Chaplin's yacht was a big one, which either they think Charlie Chaplin might have been involved, or that he was killed by William Randolph Hearst because he was flirting with Marion Davis, which
Jeez.
if you know the Citizen Kane bit, yeah. And his murder's still unsolved. And of course the Roscoe Arbuckle, Fatty Arbuckle case, where if you know the thing where he was accused of sexual assault and killing a woman as well.
As like at a party or something, right?
Yes, which and he was exonerated after the third trial. And
Third trial.
also they had to go through three
Most
trials
innocent
for
people
that.
takes 3 trials to get it right.
Yeah. And a shooting of a millionaire with one of Charlie Chaplin's big movie stars, Edna Purvis, who starred in Women of Paris, that just got out in the Criterion Collection. And that film was actually banned, even though she had nothing to do with the shooting. It was her chauffeur who did it, but if it bleeds, it leads. So, and with all the newspaper, states were starting to ban movies. They were starting to and movie studios were realizing that we can't have that, and it's the collective moral of the nation. So they actually brought in the Catholic Legion of Decency and all these people who were arguing for it. And of course, they assigned Will Mays, a state senator, to help run it. And of course, he had Joseph Breen, the Hollywood censorship czar, as I read in one book recently, called him. And it was all based in his Roman Catholic faith, his white patriarchal misogynistic ideas of what purity and morality should be. And so that's where that got implemented, which is also why I'm like, do not bring the Hays Code back. It was designed by white men to promote the idea of what the world should be. And it was not good. It was not the best thing. And of course, the entire idea was to have art that did not bring down the morality of people. So that was the big part of that.
And I think the influence of art, it's undeniable. You know, when the more prevalent that something is, it's definitely influencing society. And it's funny because even today, 100 years later, there's this weird pseudo censorship, and we're probably going to talk about it a little bit on next week's episode about how the Hays Code really mirrors in some ways how YouTube censors themselves. Because Hays Code was designed by essentially adopted by the studios so they can self-censor before the government censors them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
it's either government censorship, which leads to profit loss, or it's just the public is not going to stand for this and there's going to be boycotts, so we have to self-censor. And YouTube's the same way. It's like,
Yes.
in my thumbnail for Scarface, I used him holding the Tommy gun. And it's
Yes.
like, I was afraid that we might get demonetized on that episode because it's got a gun in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
People will say unalived, or they'll censor the word rape.
Yeah.
and they'll
Or or make it corn.
yeah,
It's just like,
watched some
no.
hardcore corn over the weekend.
Yes.
It was a subgenre of graping, and you're like, it's all these like weird self censorships that people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, it's based a lot on making money because
Yeah.
it's entirely based on how many more people can we distribute it to. Because you actually would, for the Hays Code, there's this, I posted a picture of the Babyface poster and that I found in a book about how Hollywood sold merchandise and how it sold itself and these stars. And it brought up just like, please do not bring your children to this movie. And under the Hays Code, that wouldn't have mattered because mostly everything would have been, especially during the 40s and 30s after 35, most of that stuff still would have been like, okay, it's not threatening the decency for children. They could say, oh, we don't recommend this for children.
Sure.
They won't be interested. But it won't be like, oh no, it's going to threaten their innocence and stuff like that. So
It's going to set the country on a downward moral spiral. This is what they were worried about.
Exactly.
Do you guys have anything else questions you wanted to ask Molly, or any stuff you wanted to throw out there?
No, I don't.
I'm already like overwhelmed with knowledge at the moment.
Most of the topics that we cover, like up to this point, we've done.
I think the cinematography was pretty good.
Yeah. We did spaghetti westerns, car chase movies.
Yes.
Detective movies. What else have we done?
80s movies.
Or 80s horror.
80s.
No, B movies. We did B movies.
B movies, yeah.
And so this is the one that's been on. So we have a wheel. We have a wheel that,
Oh, cool.
and it's all the topics that we're going to be choosing. So we have pre-code movies that have been on there since the beginning, and we've been all kind of dreading it because we don't know.
Old movie.
I don't know jack shit about most things in general.
Black and white.
Yeah, and I like older movies. I like the classic movies. I don't always resonate with the ones that are quote unquote classics. Sometimes I'm like, I don't see it. And then sometimes I watch it like Psycho, and you're like, fuck yeah, that's a fucking movie. But then we landed on pre-code, and all three of us are like, whoa, what are we doing? What does that mean even?
Yeah.
You know?
But now it is interesting to know actually what it is.
No, it's fun.
About what Hays Code was and what it sort of set the trajectory for filmmaking, for the next 20, 30 years after.
Yeah.
And then sort of like what it is now, you know.
Yeah.
Post Hays Code.
Post Hays Code.
Yeah.
The pre-second code.
Yeah.
Yes.
Knock on wood.
Yes, before it
Let's not
happens
do that.
again.
Yeah.
Let's not happen again. Yes. Yes. It's interesting that you bring it up because I've had to explain what pre-code is because even one of my cinephile friends, coworkers even said, what's pre-code? And I would bring up these examples of movies that they were made before the implementation of this code, like Freaks, Frankenstein, Dracula. And she's like, those are pre-code? I love those movies. Like King Kong, people don't know they're pre-code and people didn't realize like, oh, it's not, it's actually would not be approved that we could actually see a white woman with her dress being removed slightly by a giant
gorilla.
Dark ape. Yeah, giant gorilla, just like dark apes. Stuff, just like it's because then and that guard. Or with Frankenstein saying just like it's alive. Now I know what it feels like to be God. Like that would have
that would
caused such a
never fly.
rupture.
Yeah.
And they had to cut that line out for decades. People saw this random jump cut during that film because they cut out that line.
Wow.
I didn't even realize that line was originally there because you only hear it's alive, and then
It's
that's
alive.
it.
It's just like now I know what it feels like to be God.
Oh, that's great trivia because people always quote from Apocalypse Now, I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Yes.
And the next line is, it smells like victory. No one ever quotes the second part of the line, so
No.
that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to leave us with before we let you go and we jump into our review of Jekyll and Hyde?
I think we got this so far. I think
Hell
you guys
yeah.
got this.
That's what I'm talking
Yes.
Your opinion
Yes.
on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, whether
Yeah,
you
what do you
like
think?
it, love it, hate it.
I actually liked it. I thought Frederick March did a hell of a good job. I'm not sure if it's an Academy Award winning performance, but
Sure.
I think he did really well with what he did. And he does prove he's got the chops, so which is great. And Miriam Hopkins is always great. I think she's perennially underrated, especially since during the Hayes Code, she was kind of stuck as like, I think her most famous roles after this were the two meddling aunts, one in The Heiress and the other in The Children's Hour. And that's where other people know Miriam Hopkins from. I even saw on Twitter, like, Miriam Hopkins is a terrible actress. I'm just like, you need to watch her pre-code stuff.
Sure.
And not just where she's playing the older aunt figure who ruins everything. Not
Oh, I
that,
see.
just like, yeah, because she's great.
Yeah, it won nominated for best cinematography, nominated for best writing, adapted writing, and then Frederick March won best actor in leading role. Yeah, I don't know if I would do that. I feel maybe in retrospect because of the beastly nature of Mr. Hyde that I know doesn't seem as goofy. The look on his face kind of seems like like Uncle, like, I don't know. He just seems like a goofball.
Like Ernest.
Yeah. Hey, look at that. I got all my patron saint Ernest P. Worrell here. So, and then before we let you go, what movies would you recommend from the pre-code era for people who have not been exposed to that?
Mhm. Well, I do love Babyface. I think that one's a great one to look at.
Babyface.
Scarface is also really good. Design for Living, I adore that one. And I'm gonna leave with four, like Letterbox. Like, what's the fourth one
Yeah, there you
I
go.
really love? I'm just oh, which one should I go with? I'll go with The Miracle Woman. I really love that one too by Frank Capra. So yeah.
Miracle Woman. All right, so I'm adding these to my list right now. Miracle Woman. Just watch. Let's see if it's streaming anywhere. And I did want to, before I leave, I wanted to at least shout out your bestie Barbara Stanwyck.
Yes.
You're an ultra
One of the
ultra
queens of
Stanwyck
pre-code
stan.
cinema. Yes.
And she was the star of The Night Nurse. She was this co-star of Double Indemnity, wearing that wild George Washington wig.
Yes.
But yeah, she's solid too. I don't know if I consider her a pre-code queen or not, but if she is the one, I need to imbue myself with that a little bit more.
I think she and Miriam Hopkins and Joan Blondell are like a three-way tie for me.
Oh, really?
for
Okay, cool.
best pre-code actresses, yeah.
All right. So we got Design for Living, Babyface, A Miracle Woman, and then Scarface, which we covered last week.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. If you want to follow Molly Raz on any of the socials, just go to the show notes. I have everything in there. You can follow her on Instagram. You can follow her on Twitter or, of course, Blue Sky. Thank you so much, Molly, for joining us. I really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. Have a great day.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you guys.
Bye.
You do the same. Bye-bye. Bye.
What a delight.
Felt like that was like a class.
Interesting.
Almost like a film class.
Yeah. No, I
Of
felt like
the
I
middle
was in.
class.
I felt like I was in school.
Hell
at that
yeah.
point.
Oh, hold on. I have a drop of that.
Hell yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yes. Now, what do we think about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
Jekyll.
Well, let's get into our own opinion.
I'm not calling him Jekyll.
I know it's.
I'm not calling him Jekyll.
That was alarming when I heard. I was like, Jekyll?
Yeah, that guy just flubbed that line. They left it right in.
And then
he
everybody
says
else
it again.
Jekyll? No. Hell no.
What's the country of origin for that?
Jekyll or Jekyll?
Jekyll.
I don't know. What do they call it? What's the origin or what's
Some
the
Slavic nation, maybe.
yeah? What's the point of origin?
It's
for
got
Jekyll?
Jekyll. Sounds Polish or
Jekyll.
Slovakian or something.
Yeah. For the longest time, I honestly didn't know which one was the monster. Because Jekyll sounds like a monstrous name.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. But old Mr. Hyde, hide
Yeah.
your ladies, hide your wives.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get into our initial thoughts on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Not versus Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
That's the sequel. Pete.
So my exposure to Jekyll and Hyde as the character, as the story, honestly, it's so stupid. It comes from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's what's his name? Jason Fleming plays him. And he when he turns into the monster, he gets like Hulk like. He's like Bane mixed with the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Isn't he? And also he's in Van Helsing in the beginning.
Probably. I don't know.
I think Hyde is he's like a hulking monster too in like the church.
Oh,
I believe that's Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Yeah.
I just saw Van Helsing recently, a couple of years ago. So in my mind, I was thinking, is this like he's just born like this? Is he got this? Is it like a serum he injects himself with, like Bane or something?
Got schizophrenia.
Yeah, is he just poor soul? He's got a brain tumor and just turns into this monster. And I wasn't sure like where we were going with it, and I thought it was the original iteration. There's actually one from 1921 also.
I almost
Every
watched that
10
one.
every 10 years.
Every 10 years, just like Pennywise comes out, and we get a new Jekyll and Hyde. And I also thought it was more of a violence thing. Like he when he comes out, he just exudes the violent nature of man.
In a way.
In this case, it was more like horny nature.
Yeah.
He's like
horny violence.
Hey, violence and sex go hand in hand.
Okay.
Sex in my hand.
Yeah. So when it turns into basically, I just want to go rape that woman. That's what I want. I'm gonna go take her.
I like rape.
Yeah.
I meant they're both passionate things that humans do. Not that
It's true.
That's why I said it goes hand in hand. I don't
look
want
at him-
anyone
look
to.
at him back- look
I
at
don't
him
want
backpedal.
anyone to. I was just thinking in my
Look
head.
at
Really,
him backpedal.
I was just really quickly thinking in my head. I was like, oh my god, people are gonna
They go
misconstrue
hand in
it.
hand. It's a
People are gonna misconstrue that. No,
lean night.
they're passionate activities that humans participate in.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So when he turns out that he's just like, oh, I just want to go bang this woman, and it's not cheating because I'm a different person, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's more or less what it is. And then he realizes, well, you don't look the same. Money only gets you so far, you know.
Oh god. Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't have the kind of money that Al Davis has because he's pulling 24-year-old supermodels and he looks like a bloated corpse of some poor soul washed up on the shores 2 weeks ago. But and then he just turns into basically like, well, if you're not gonna do it willingly, I'm just gonna do the old raping.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna be that. It's just how it is.
Got rape on here twice.
Yeah, I like rape.
You will like it.
I thought it was very interesting, and it was an interesting exploration that I feel like it felt ahead of its time. I don't know if it was at the time, but it didn't feel like something that was played safe. It felt appropriate for pre-code. It wasn't as violent as I was expecting, but there was some pretty good stuff. Like he's the main actor. I can't remember his name. He was
March?
Yeah, Marsh.
Frederick March?
Yeah. He was physically did it really good. Like there was a scene when he's trying to keep her from leaving the apartment, and he like leaps over the
Oh yeah.
That might have been a stunt
banister.
double.
I don't know. I think it was him.
You don't see his face when he's doing that.
You don't?
No, you don't.
Well, either way, it was good, and I liked this. Like, I like the physical effect where they have the camera locked on him as he's doing the transformation, and it's like they change the filter, and it turns into you can see like the makeup starting to show itself more.
The red filter.
Yeah, and I've seen that on that famous witch scene. But it's like they do that and they cut down to his hand turning, and then they cut back to his face, and it's got prosthetics on it. Like they had someone off camera like putting prosthetics on him as it happened.
Yeah.
And they cut to his other hand.
Yeah, I know. They put the wig on.
Yeah, the teeth on the Monchichi wig.
Yeah.
And they put the comical teeth on him.
Yeah.
And
The D transformation, not as impressive.
yeah. But I really liked that. And I think that Marion Hopkins, who plays Champagne Ivy,
Ivy Pearson.
she goes by, my name is Champagne Ivy. Ivy Champagne is my name. She's singing that song.
She likes to get around and drink champagne.
Yeah. I liked how she was, she kind of had like a Cockney accent to her. And it reminded me of when Brianna came on and was talking about that shitty movie she watched.
Oi, governor, I want to go fuck ya.
As soon as I saw her on screen and she's acting like that, I was like, I gotta pull that drop. But she was great. She was definitely a smoke show. She's super hot.
Yeah.
And
Some good shoulder action going on.
hell yeah. I was like,
That was
I
prime
thought-
shoulder.
I thought I was being fed with all that ankle. And then the thigh comes out, and I'm
Dude,
like,
the thigh.
I'm like, Houston, we have a boner.
Yes.
So it was good. It was very good. I don't think I liked it as much as Scarface. I think I was spoiled early with Scarface because that was a banner movie. But it was not what I was expecting, and I really enjoyed it. I think that It's an interesting time capsule that shows all the sensibilities of that time period. Asking he's got to be like 30 or something in this, and he's still like, "Can I marry your daughter? Do we have to wait like 2 years? I'm sorry. Can I do? Oh, we have to get married on your wedding anniversary."
Yeah, it's a little
Weird.
What a dope.
I don't want to remember another date.
I know. Yeah. By the way, you need to grow your facial hair out like mine.
Yeah.
It's
Just look just like me.
It's just weird. Yeah, that part was all weird, and it's like that's an interesting time capsule to see that time that in that time period what was considered normal or decent, and then it's like, hey, we're gonna go down to the music hall. See, it's like, I don't like that guy. He's going to music halls. What the
He
fuck?
likes music. I don't like anybody that day my daughter likes music.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought I had a really good time with it. It was really good and short, which was great.
Yeah. Tyler.
Indeed. Indeed, it was short, very digest. Actually, you know what? It wasn't a digestible film. I take issue with just
This is
pretty much.
1931. Just so
Yes,
you know.
I know. I take issue. So
I wanted to see Dick. You got
I want more dick.
initial thoughts. I'm lukewarm on it. What really confused me at first was his whole philosophy on creating this potion so that it can separate the soul.
two
in
sides
half.
of man's soul. Yeah.
Right.
Evil.
So that you can do stuff that you would be guilty like you would feel guilt of without guilt. And I thought that was just such a ludicrous like way to think on how to do stuff that is inherently bad. It's like, and this is a guy, Dr. Jekyll. This is a guy who's like making patients walk again. And like, you know, like
I forgot about his
like
altruism at the begining.
he's like a damn god like in this community.
Yeah.
And then he does this presentation, and even his friend is just like, he already knows about it. He's like, I don't know if you should do this, man. He's like, no, this is science. You don't like science?
What are you, a nerd?
Yeah, science.
And then
Mr. White.
And then he does the presentation, and then everyone's coming out, mixed reviews, confusion, downright this guy has gone insane. I was laughing very hard. And that's what I was hoping. While he was like trying to justify this potion that he's trying to make, right off the bat when he said, man has two souls in him, everyone, you could tell in the audience, everyone's like, what the fuck, this guy?
What are you talking about?
There are two wolves inside. Yeah.
And so like it was that part. So it was very, very funny to me because they already established that he's very well respected, talented, smart. I mean,
That's what you call taking a wild swing.
and then he comes out with this.
Stay with me now.
And now all the experts are just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then
What the hell is Jekyll on about?
I was really hoping it wouldn't. I was really hoping when all of the scientists are walking out, it wouldn't be as mixed. I was hoping that people would be walking out confused and angry. And this is the first time I'm watching this too. I'm familiar with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde because I like Universal monsters, and I don't know. This movie isn't Universal, right?
No.
But it's in like that.
I think it's Paramount, yeah.
Yeah, it's in that, but it's in that like echelon of like classic horror movies. And so, but I was thinking like, oh, this is him descending into madness with his obsession of justifying his bad behavior or allowing humans to justify with their bad behavior. But really it's just I mean, I guess it is kind of a descent, but it's not. It's a you have to infer it, like you have to make it your headcanon that it is. So he goes, locks himself in his laboratory and like, you know, concocts the potion, and then he drinks it like it's like a glass of Everclear. And I was like, oh yeah, that was probably just some bad alcohol that he had. Other than that, like, so like, yeah, his whole motive that makes this movie was very confusing, and just didn't really like I can make sense with things that don't make sense, but this really didn't make sense either. I could not do any mental gymnastics to make this work.
So your concern is that drinking the potion wouldn't do that?
This would never happen.
No, it's not. No,
You tell me this is some sort of fiction.
No.
Based in science.
The drinking of the potion, like I can accept that. It's his philosophy behind it, like his motivation to do it is.
I don't think his motivation started out as I want to do bad shit. It was more like
I want to separate
the good from the bad and
just
see what happens.
But it didn't go to plan.
Yeah,
He became a whole nother personality.
the bad was much worse than what he was expecting.
And then it became permanent too, because I thought it was just he was
Every
just
time
gonna
he takes it,
he
does
just
it twice, right? He drinks it twice, and then after that, it just starts happening whenever.
Yeah, it's when he gets triggered by something that doesn't go his way.
It really is like Green Goblin, like.
Yeah,
A little bit, yeah.
I think the performances were decent enough. Like our guest said, that it's not Academy Award winning performances, but it's okay. It's good.
I mean, our standards are a lot different.
Yeah.
Than, almost 100 years later.
Well, I mean, comparing to acting back then, yeah. And then I thought him cheating on the wife that's out on vacation. I thought that was very disturbing. Just because of how
I would never cheat. You hear that, Angie? Never.
No, I wouldn't. But I mean, I thought it was disturbing not because he was cheating, but just like how realistic that situation was, and how when he was Mr. Hyde and poorly mistreating Ivy Champagne, and then her reaction. I don't know what's so funny about her poor treatment. And then her reaction to the abuse was very believable.
Oh yeah,
and,
she was very believable as a battered woman.
Yeah, and it was very hard to watch. I mean, it hurt me to see her being abused. But then I realized it's a movie, so it's not really happening. But.
And then I realized, wait, hold on, Tyler.
Well, this movie is not real.
Snap it out. Snap out.
Mr. Hyde is not real.
He can't hurt you.
But the movie really, really slows down to a crawl towards the end, and that's where like I was like, oh my god, I'm so glad this movie is over, because I became uninterested in his tragedy that ultimately happens. And
The most overrated movie of all time.
And so upon reflection, after watching this movie, I was thinking to myself, because there's a lot of big fans of this movie, like you see them at horror movie conventions and stuff, and I'm just like, now I'm thinking like, I don't get it. Like,
I was blown away, mouth
All these
agape,
Jekyll
had
Hyde
tears
fans.
in my eyes.
yeah, and
They're
everyone's
everywhere.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I know
It's all right.
But now I have something in my chamber. If someone ever mentions this movie, I'll be like, oh, it's actually Dr. Jekyll.
You have to. Well, you have to.
Yeah, that movie sucks.
You have to clarify: is the 1921, 1931
I know,
one, or
just
the
be a
1941 one?
Just be a pretentious ass to that poor person.
Mm-hmm.
But
Very porn.
yeah, I mean, lukewarm on it.
It was all right.
Yeah,
It was mid.
No shit. Are
Less
you
than mid?
serious?
it was mid. Yeah, that's like
A mid
great
movie.
point.
No.
1931 movie.
You're
Mid.
crazy. We're gonna inject you with what have you,
Anyway,
and I'm gonna lick you on your face.
Jesus Christ.
Jekyll.
Yeah, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The first thing that captivated my attention for this movie was the POV shot it opens with.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Essentially, the doubling of the sets, because they had to mirror it with a window, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the blocking or choreography of moving the actors to go around, and then the camera moving itself, and then it felt like you were looking through a peephole the whole time.
Yeah.
In that beginning moment, but it was really cool. I really liked it because this is 1931 and they're doing POV shots.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
And they vignette it, so you know that it's a POV shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was really cool. I liked that aspect of it. The cinematography was like really easy to notice how well thought out it was.
Yeah.
It's considering how quickly they seem to have make these movies. You know how rushed
Yeah.
it seemed.
That's a good point.
And then when the camera goes outside, like that whole first section of the movie, like maybe first 15, 20 minutes, you know, when they go outside, there's like this, I don't know if you guys saw this, but like it's when I watch old movies, the focus is deep usually. Like you can like see from like the foreground to the background most of the time because these lights are hella bright and cameras, the lenses are not fast enough, or like they're not that fast as they are today, where you can get that out of focus,
A short depth of field.
that
sort of thing.
very narrow depth of field. But in this, it felt like when they went outside, there was like this swirling motion in the trees and stuff, like the swirling bokeh, as they call it. It was a really, really cool effect. And nowadays, filmmakers will like adapt lenses to put on their cameras to get that specific look.
I didn't notice that.
For example, in the beginning of Dune 2, when they're on the planet where Chris Walken is on, you can see this. It's a very specific look in the trees because it's a very green and natural looking area. But like they used like a Helios, like an old Russian lens, which you can buy for like $100 and adapt it. But anyway, that's like the first thing that I noticed for this movie was like this POV shot and like this sort of narrow depth of field that I'm not used to seeing in older movies, especially like this old. It's usually really, really wide depth of field. And I, but for the movie itself, it was kind of funny. Like it was very comedic.
Yeah.
Because when he turns into Jekyll, or no, when Jekyll turns into Hyde, he just kind of becomes like a monkey man.
Yeah.
Like a caveman.
Yeah.
And
Free.
yeah, so there was like
Finally free.
that a little bit of comedic element.
Yeah.
But obviously not intended to be comedic. It's just nowadays it just is kind of funny. And then also his sort of like overacting like facial expressions, like
Yeah. It's very painful to turn into Hyde.
like Lily Rose and Nosferatu.
Oh God, yeah.
And the transformation effect was really cool. Him turning into with like removing the red filter, and then you can like see more of the makeup that's underneath it.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I thought it was funny that like this whole idea of like separating the good and evil side of man, right? Compartmentalizing your evil to essentially like put that away, and like just be a good person, I guess. I don't know if it was like necessarily rooted like I want to decide if I want to be all evil or all good.
See, that's what I was thinking that he was leaning into.
But it didn't go exactly to plan because it just became a whole nother personality.
Yeah.
Right. And so when he takes the potion, I like that idea at least in the first part of the movie, that his idea of being an evil person is not tipping and tripping people and just being just like kind of an asshole to people.
Stealing people's girl.
What are you waiting for, a tip? Get out of here. And then proceeds to trip him as he's walking away.
I laughed so hard.
He's like he was like a bully.
Yeah.
Like, but he wasn't necessarily causing like actual like
Generational
harm to people until that comes later.
Yeah.
But he just seemed like he was at that restaurant or bar or whatever, sitting by himself, and he just like seemed like he wanted attention. So he felt like kind of a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So that was
I may not be pleasant to look at, but I am rich.
yeah. And
like-
also like the personalities, Hyde and Jekyll, like they had the same memories. Like it wasn't like one overtakes him and he has no control. Like he
can't remember what happened.
but he has the full memory
Yeah, he has it all.
of Jekyll. And that's like I guess kind of a plot point because it throws Miriam Champagne Ivy.
Yeah.
It throws her off because like he knows my secrets, he knows everything.
Groveling at the feet of your angel.
Yeah. And not once, but she was like, but how?
Did you get a little bit, because in that whole part where he's explaining the whole bit to her about how he knows what she said, does it kind of remind you of Jim Carrey's Grinch?
what?
Oh, in his
His line delivery
in performance?
Yeah.
I guess looking back, it kind of does. Yeah.
I thought I got a little bit of that, and there's some of his like goofy mannerisms when he's smirking and like on his little facial twitches.
Yeah.
I was getting like young Denzel when he's like playing that like drunk character, like Drunk on Power and Training Day.
Oh yeah.
If you rewatch, if anybody's watching this and they're planning on rewatching it, just look for the hints of young Denzel
Interesting.
and Carrie's Grinch.
Yeah. But I mean, I kind of like the movie overall. I like the production of it. There was a lot of camera movement in it. There was even some handheld shots in it, which I thought was kind of wild.
Yeah, that's cool.
A lot of dolly shots, and I'm thinking like, it's already like thinking about like editing a movie like this back in the day. I'm like, oh my god, and then syncing audio as well, and then recording audio when you have camera movements like that.
Yeah,
like you have these back then these all metal cranes, probably no hydraulics on them or any,
just counterweighted,
not as advanced as they are as today. The rails that they're on, or maybe that's just on wheels.
Yeah,
like the idea of like that being just like completely silent.
Yeah,
to capture the audio.
I'm guessing it's probably more like shotgun, like it's focused mics.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, I don't know if they were doing ADR back then.
Oh, for sure, 100% they're doing ADR.
And then doing that, recording that to a physical media, and then putting that under. I don't know. The process of it is insane to me.
And they're doing dozens of these a year.
Yeah,
sometimes.
And then adding all the music and the transitions and all that. That's crazy.
Some of the stuff that gets really sloppy when you're seeing the editing, I give it a huge pass because of that. You're like, okay, that cut was really jumpy or whatever.
Oh yeah,
and you're just like, I don't give a fuck.
It's like the same. It's like the same angle, same take, and then a character just goes like that.
Yeah, jumps over 6 inches,
and you're like wondering, they just combine different takes, or was there like they had to stop at this point for some reason and then resume the rest of the scene,
or like Molly was talking about earlier, maybe they cut chunks of it out for the censor board.
Yeah,
that's true.
Scarface had an entire different ending, and it had whole chunks of the movie cut out because when they released it in theaters, they released it in theaters, they had to change it, but the original version was what's on Criterion.
Yeah. But yeah, I liked it pretty good. I thought it was entertaining, nice and short, and just kind of comedic. Like just the whole Jekyll Hyde situation was just kind of funny, even though I know it's not really meant to be.
It's supposed to be terrifying when you see him for the first time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, this is him.
This is Hyde. The idea of it scares me more than like this sort of execution of it. I think there was some like cartoons that I've seen of it, and where he's more like a green, like monstrous looking guy, and the outfit he wears is scarier than like the top hat and the cape.
I like that,
and the cane. Like I like that look.
This movie made me want to get a cape. Start trying to wear a cape.
Every time I see a character wearing a cape in a movie, I'm like, I could do that.
Yeah.
And then I go, what with the t-shirt? No. You have to have the tops and you have to have the tails.
Well, it'd be like a formal event. Like
the only time I've ever seen you dressed formally was the day you were in my office interviewing for a job.
Is that right? That was the only.
That's it.
That was the only time you've
seen a photo of you at your sister's wedding. You looked like a security guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like these are the sunglasses Joe Biden wears.
That's true. Yeah.
And I'm wearing. I got hair that Gavin Newsom wears.
Yeah. Old Joe and Gavin, man, homies,
besties.
Yeah, back in the day.
Moving back to the movie, I really liked the fact that this movie could be like synced, like to have funny commentary, like you know how like Djibouti Dubs does stuff like that. I feel like this movie is a very golden opportunity for people who are really funny to create,
like Mystery Science Theater.
No, well, kind of.
Not Mystery Science Theater.
Fuck those guys.
I don't like Mystery Science Theater, and you shouldn't too. No, just like dubbing this movie like with
Kung Pao.
Yeah, exactly. So I was chuckling at myself, like, because I was trying to think, like,
all the funny stuff I could say.
Yeah, all the funny stuff I could say over this movie. So yeah, I mean it's.
I hope I don't jack off. What is this, a clown pewter?
I got some trivia. This is the first horror movie ever to win an Academy Award.
What?
And the last.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
There's the sound of the heart pounding during the transformation scene. The director recorded his own heartbeat and put it into the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, he says he ran up and down the stairs for about 2 minutes, then recorded his heartbeat.
I was gonna say, like, you should check his blood pressure if his heart rate's
Roll.
So the version a decade later was would be lost. A decade later, much of the version of this was lost because MGM acquired the rights to the movie and remade it in 1941, and they suppressed a lot of the version of the 1931 version.
Oh.
In 41, they
Bastards.
adhered strictly to the dictates of the Hollywood Production Code, or the Hays Code.
Oh.
Ivy, in particular, was changed from a prostitute to a music hall barmaid, although some of Spencer Tracy's transformation imagery in the later version was just this side of the code. And the version of him, they said, production notes said that it was based off of Neanderthal man, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
he
I
looks
was
kind
gonna
of like a caveman.
Neanderthal man.
That's a good choice, though, all things considered about the story.
Man is evil. He's caveman.
Yeah, those damn Neanderthals.
12 minutes were cut out of the original version, which was only available for many years up until about the mid 90s. Then a 92-minute version that we know and probably you guys watched came out. So there was like 12 minutes cut out of that for decades.
Wait, the one in the HBO Max is the cut one?
No, it's the 92-minute version.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. It was screened at the world's first film festival, August 6, 1932 in Venice.
Oh. Is that the Venice Film Festival that is still currently happening?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if it is or not.
Venice.
That
Beach.
would be shocking if it was. They actually used Neanderthal fossils to basically make production sketches and do makeup tests for the character.
Interesting.
This is the only version where Jekyll's name is pronounced correctly as Gee-Kull.
Oh, God.
Yes. Yes.
Jekyll.
Jekyll.
Dr. Jekyll.
What's his first name?
Harry.
Oh, yeah, it is Harry. Henry.
What?
Henry Jekyll.
Oh.
Harry's a nickname for Henry.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Why would a nickname be the same amount of letters as the original name?
It's just like Charles and Chuck,
those are a few letters less.
or Jim and John.
Wait a
That
minute.
is no, they're not. That is not the.
Oh, hell yeah.
Jim and John.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
John is short for Jonathan. First of all,
Correct.
Jim is short for Jimothy.
Okay. you got me there.
Also, Hank is the nickname for Henry.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Harry is the nickname for Harold.
But
You're right.
I swear to God, they called him by first name, and it was Harry.
Henry.
Maybe that was when he was Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, because he was Harry. Henry, more like Harry. You know what I'm saying?
I thought
The original author of the original story, Robert Louis Stevenson, he has a nephew that appears in a small part in the movie, uncredited. And then the first version in 1920,
21.
I think it was 20.
Oh.
John Barrymore was the played Dr. Jekyll, which was Drew Barrymore's, I think, grandfather or great grandfather.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That family line goes way back in the entertainment industry.
Frederick March was hospitalized after the filming because the amount of makeup that they had him on was, according to
Lead
they
based.
said- Yeah, probably. It damaged his face, and he had to be hospitalized after the movie was done.
Oh my God.
Christ.
I mean, we're spoiled now. Everything has been tested.
It was
to death.
lead and mercury based makeup.
Yeah, they're like, all right, we're gonna put this on. It's X-ray proof, so it's probably good for you. They paint army transport vessels with it.
Yeah.
And then the song that Ivy sings about herself is a real music hall song called Champagne Charlie, but she just changed it to Champagne Ivy.
Nice.
Oh.
When she sings that song for the second time, when she's like crying, I was like, the lyrics of that song are terrible.
That was
This song sucks.
that was an uncomfortable scene.
I think that's all the interesting ones I have for trivia. You guys want to grade this thing or what?
Yeah, let's pop a grade on this song, bitch.
I'll give it a B. Yeah, I'll give it a B. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
What'd you give Scarface?
A.
A.
Yeah, Scarface is an A. I think I give it an A minus. In retrospect, it's probably an A, but yeah, I'll give Jekyll and Hyde a B.
All right.
Tyler, what'd you give Jekyll and Hyde?
A C. Just I was very lukewarm on the story. I mean, it's an okay movie. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but it's not a movie that I would watch again. But
Oh,
I
shit.
don't.
Are you serious?
I don't regret watching it.
Well, you had to watch it, so
I don't regret my time.
Well, I mean, I could regret it. Yeah, just because I had to watch it doesn't mean like
I regret having to watch.
I've
this
had
movie.
to watch bad movies for this show before. So
And you regret those.
well,
You like watching this, you fucking
Is there any movie we
pervert.
reviewed where you regretted watching it?
I don't think so. Well, no,
Veronica.
that was my.
I know.
And I do regret that. Actually,
I don't regret watching it because now I have a reference. I am going to fuck your ass. One of the greatest lines in cinema history.
Yeah, Veronica. well,
Eye boobs.
yeah, it was great.
I pooped.
All right,
boobs.
sorry. Yeah, I was. Yeah, Veronica. Veronica. I regret that one. But as for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, it was an okay movie, mid, if you will.
Why? Why? What
I
point
think
is this?
I
you
think
know?
I explained myself for the past 30 minutes on why.
She's topless.
Okay.
And garterless. I'm gonna give this a B plus.
Oh.
Yeah, I was a big fan of the opening shots. I feel like that the technical aspect kind of carried it, bring it up just
Nice.
a little bit.
movie
I was like kind of interested, like, oh, it'd be interesting to make a movie like that,
Yeah.
or implement something like that in a modern sense.
Mm-hmm.
Those old filmmaking techniques.
I expected there to be like glasses on it when we saw him in the mirror because it was like vignetted, you know?
Yeah,
But then I was
a
like,
circle.
yeah, they have to, I guess they have to show that it's a POV.
I know. Deanna was like, I was like telling her, yeah, it's like a POV. She's like, we don't see in a circle. And I was like, in 1931.
Two circles.
1931.
They had one eye back then.
Yeah. It's a Cyclops.
All right.
Yeah. B plus. Jekyll and Hyde.
Cool.
1931.
Very, very good. So next up, you have Tyler's pick. Tyler, you want to tell the classmates what we're watching next week?
We are watching Black Cat, starring Bela Lugosi.
Bela Lugosi. Let's see, Black.
We're going to Bela Lugosi to the polls. You know what I'm saying?
How about you, Pokemon Bela Lugosi? And
My
vote.
balls.
Yeah. The Black Cat, 1934.
Yep, just at the cusp of the rules being enacted.
The Black Cat?
The Black Cat. The Black Cat.
Boris. Oh, it's Lugosi and Boris Karloff.
Oh, no shit. The Dream Team.
Yeah.
So this is streaming nowhere for free. It's like a $4 rental.
Dang it.
Good job.
I'm sure you could watch it for free.
I like the poster. Poster's cool.
That's why I picked it.
No. Oh yeah, look at it. It looks like the eyes look like
Yeah.
alien spaceships.
It looked really cool, and it has Bela Lugosi in it.
Directed by Edgar G. Ulmer.
Oh, it's based on Edgar Allan Poe's poem. Or something.
Is it really?
It says Edgar Allan Poe's The Black Cat.
After a road accident in Hungary, the American honeymooners Joan and Peter and the enigmatic Dr. Werdegast find refuge in the house of the famed architect Hilmar Polzig, who shares a dark past with the doctor.
Okay,
Interesting. Know nothing about it. Heard good things.
but
Yeah,
it's rentable.
I've heard good things too. I'm curious if this is a true. Well, actually, no. It is a true pre-code movie.
Yeah, it
was on the list, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
It was.
1934.
Yeah, it was on the list.
Cool. Awesome. You guys have anything else to say before we wrap up?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so thank you to our cool ass yard duties over on Patreon. That is Javier, Heather, Michael, and Chris. If you want to support us on the Patreon, you could do so at patreon.com/middleclassfilmclass and support us there. If you don't want to support us through those means or pay out of pocket for that, totally fine. Just watch us on the YouTube channel, share with a friend, share with family. The more viewers we get, listeners we get, it feels like it's worth something. So, anything else you guys want to say?
No.
Okay. Thank you to our special guest, Molly Raspberry. Look in the show notes if you want to follow her on the social medias. She is, like I said on the show, she's a value-added follow if you follow her.
Yeah.
You'll get a lot of really good recommendations, interesting takes, and how many people you know that have a master's degree in film?
In film?
Not many.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know that many people have master's degrees in general.
I do.
Listener Ryan, masturbate degree.
My first girlfriend has a master's degree.
Cool.
Do you know her?
What's it?
Do I know her?
Any like currently? Do you know her?
Do you know?
Yes, I currently know her.
Do you know her in the biblical sense?
No. She's married. So married with 2 kids.
That doesn't mean you never knew her.
Do you know her anymore?
The curves of her body.
Yes, I know her. Please,
You know of her.
I'm aware.
You knew her once.
Well, dude, we just don't know.
I don't know what the parameter is of knowing someone. Then, do I have to actively be?
What's her phone number? Say her phone number right now. By memory.
I do not know that.
What was the last communication you had with her?
The last communication?
This will dictate if you know
I like
her
how
or
we're
not.
trying to prove that Tyler doesn't know anybody with a master's degree.
No,
That's what the show has become.
I think the last communication was like 3 years ago. I saw her fiance at a bar that I used to frequent, and I texted her. I was like, "Hey, is this so and so? Are you in town?" And she was like, yeah, it is. He went there. I was like, fine.
Yeah, delete my number. That's what she said.
No, we're
You're amicable?
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, anyways, so thank you again, Molly Raspberry. Follow her in the socials. We're in the show notes. Until next time. Thank you for joining us today as we talk about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And we chat with Molly Raz, the one and only, the great. Also next week as we reviewed The Black Cat from 1934, starring Bela Lugosi and whatever that guy's name is.
Boris Karloff.
Karloff. There you go. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/MCFC Podcast, and send us an email, mcfcpodcast@gmail.com.
And follow us on Instagram at Middle Class Film Class.
And on Twitter at Podcast MCFC and on TikTok at Middle Class Film Class.
Feels good to be back. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next week.
See you next time.
See ya.
Oh, black and white.
Class dismissed.
I gotta get out of here.
The bell doesn't dismiss you. I dismiss you.
You're free to go.
See you next week.
See you later.
See you later.
That's a wrap.
Great show.